What's up guys, POTM here, and welcome to episode 87 of my road to Manchester City. And we're starting off this episode by playing the transfer list. You guys thought I would change it? No, we're actually taking a look at the transfer list because we sold another Sane over here. And this one came to me as a surprise because at this time, Sane hadn't done anything. He was actually going for 50,000 coins. And he sold for 65,000 coins, which was good news for us because that means we're officially out of another Sane. But not that much better because we still have a bunch of Sanes. However, we made money on that one because that was one of the ones I bought for less than 60,000. So definitely happy with that, selling him for 65,000. I also showed you guys right there that I went ahead and bought a bunch of Hunts, and you probably know why, but I'll say it again. Heung-min Son, front runner for player of the month. He used to play for Hamburg, and you might need a informed Hamburg player. And even if you don't, the hype leading up to it, people are gonna think, oh, you might need a Hamburg informed because that's the team he played for, right? Well, yeah, that's what happened with Lukaku. If you guys remember correctly, we made money with Tielemans, and I'm hoping the same thing happens with the Hamburg players and the Leverkusen players, and that is why I went ahead and bought some informs from those teams. Hunt is one of them. He was currently in the team of the week. He was discard. I got him for discard, and that is why I did that. We then went ahead and did marquee matchups, and this one wasn't too difficult, I don't think. I think actually it was pretty expensive if you didn't have the players. Luckily, we did have the players because we've been hoarding players all year. But on my other account where I rarely open packs, it's really hard for me to do the marquee matchups, but that doesn't matter. But yeah, we went ahead and opened up the pack over here. These are obviously packs that are 12k or less. And look who we go ahead and pack, Alexander Kolarov. We bought him a couple episodes ago because we were missing him. He was like one of the few players we were missing, and we never seemed to pack. And what do you know, we buy him, and a few episodes later, we pack him. So we can send the one we bought to the trade pile. And I'm actually going to keep the one we bought just in case I ever do the City SBC in the Harry Kane one, which I don't think I will, but you never know. But yeah, we're going to jump into a game because we're doing pretty well in Division 1 so far, which comes to as a surprise. You know, I honestly thought this team would struggle in Division 1 with the big boys up there, and it's kind of surprised me. We've been holding our own. We've been playing pretty well. We've been getting the wins, and there's players in here that are honestly surprising me. Pretty much the whole team is surprising me other than two players, which surprise me, but not in a good way. And those two players are Yaya Toure and Gundogan. I just don't feel like I noticed them in the game. I don't see them score. I don't think they assist, but I might be wrong on that. However, the defense, while shaky at times, it has been pretty decent recently. And one of them being Gael Clichy, which I can't say the same for real life because he's terrible in real life. But in the game, he's got medium work rates, and that's actually pretty decent. And I've probably just jinxed it, and now in the upcoming games, he's probably going to play left wing or something. But yeah, Clichy's been decent. However, it wouldn't be about Clichy this time. It'd be about our other fullback, because as you see over here, he ends up starting the play, and he ends up scoring the goal that gives us the 1-0 lead 5 minutes into this game over here. By the way, I forgot to mention, our opponent's team is ridiculous. That is the type of team you would expect to see in Foot Champions, and the type of team that's going to give you a hard time. Well, somehow we took an early lead with Sakari Bania, as the English commentators like to say. And it came to me as a bit of a surprise that Saya not only started the play, but he ended up going forward enough with confidence and scoring. I don't know what the hell that was about, but I won't complain. In the 42nd minute over here, though, after he misses a great chance with Suarez, I believe, he could have equalized the game right there. I go on the counter and score with Aguero, and that would be all she wrote for this guy. I couldn't believe it. Not only did Sanya score one of the only goals he'll probably ever score in the series, but we made a guy with a really good team in Division 1 quit. And I'm pretty happy about that. It definitely gave me some confidence that maybe this team is capable of winning Division 1 in our first run after me having doubts. But obviously, it's still a little bit too early. Never want to count your chickens before they hatch. So not going to get too cocky, but definitely a confidence boost in that win right there. And we're 2 points away from safety. I would think we don't get relegated at this point, but I've seen crazier things. As for our projected points, EA is predicting us to bang it out of the park and win Division 1 with ease. However, I don't know if that's going to be the case. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the transfer list again. I like to take a small break, do SBCs, take a look at the transfer list in between the games because I just feel like it's too much game. And I'm pretty sure there's people in here that don't like watching the gameplay. They're actually here for like packs and SBCs and stuff like that. Who knows? There's a little bit of everything for everyone, so that is why I do that. New SBCs did come out though. European version 2 or part 2, whatever you want to call it, came out, and it was a tough one. And by tough, I mean really tough. Not because of what position and stuff like that, but because the players you needed had to be pretty high rating, and you also had to have like different leagues for some of the countries, so it was definitely difficult. And once again, if you don't have the players for those, you're definitely going to struggle and going to have to pay a pretty penny because apparently, according to Footbin, right now it costs like 60,000 to complete all 4, which is a lot. Is it justified? I'd say so because the rewards you get are ridiculous. Just one of them has a 45k pack as a reward, and I'm not too sure what the other ones are, but I'm pretty sure they're good. That's why you saw me complete 2 of them, and I didn't open the packs because they're good packs that we're going to be saving for Team of the Season. As for the other 2 challenges, I will be completing them in the next episode. It was just too much, and I couldn't remember which players I had used and which ones I didn't, so I didn't want to do all 4 at once, just in case I would have jeopardized another one, if that makes sense. But we'll be doing that in the next episode. And there's also an Asia one, I think, which we'll also be doing in the next episode because it's pretty easy. But yeah, we come across this guy over here in our second game in Division 1 of the episode. And he has a pretty nice Bundesliga team over here. But his team name was Road to KDB, which I found kind of funny when I came across him because we have KDB. And I'm pretty sure what he means by Road to KDB is the KDB that we have, because I don't think a road to the normal De Bruyne would take that long to complete. So I'm guessing this guy's going for the informed De Bruyne. And the fact that we had him was pretty funny. But in the first minute over here, it wasn't good for us because a little bit of after I just praised the defense early on in the episode, we go ahead and concede that. Now, fair enough, that was an absolute banger from Royce. But my defense right there was really, really bad. And I'm not going to blame the players because it was definitely me right there. So can't come up with an excuse for that one. But yeah, early on we didn't change formation. Our opponent changed formation, which I actually found pretty surprising because he started off with the 4-3-3-4, which is a really good counter to the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, I've noticed. But he actually switched to the same formation as me. So I found that a little bit strange, but I was hoping it would benefit us. It didn't really help us at first because we conceded, but not too long after, a bit after, we ended up equalizing with Aguero after a nice pass from De Bruyne. And right there, Gundogan down the wing, a great chance to get the assist. But of course not, because obviously Gundogan has a very low passing stat at like 90-something that he couldn't complete the pass right there. And we didn't get the second goal. So I was pretty annoyed at that because that would have been a great boost of confidence with a 2-1 lead going into the second half. However, just like I said, Gundogan and Yaya have just not been my cup of tea recently. And I really hope that changes soon. I don't think it will change for Gundogan because I've played with him for way longer than Yaya. I used to run him in Foot Champions, if you guys remember. And he is just not a player I enjoy using. Over here, though, once again, a defensive mistake. This time, I don't know who to blame, really. I can't blame Otamendi right there because he did his best. He tackled. It just went right back to him. So it's just bad luck right there. And he is through on goal with Royce, who's obviously going to score that. And just like that, we're down 2-1 in a game in which we could have been 2-1 up. So what are you going to do? That's just how the cookie crumbles. And not too long later, I think in like the 60th minute, we went with an attacking sub. Now, this is actually kind of ironic because we ended up switching to the 4-3-3-4, which is the formation he started with. And the reason I switched to the 4-3-3-4 is because of what I mentioned earlier. I feel that this formation is really good against the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. And not only that, it's a very good formation to use in general if you need a goal, and it's pretty attacking, so obviously that will help. Over here, Jesus has 2 chances. This one, the better one, to score. He had one on his weak foot that he missed after a Farman great save. And right there, I first time finessed it. I thought it was in for just a second. Unfortunately, it went just wide, and Jesus has a great chance right there to make it 2-2, and he misses it. And in the 85th minute, if things couldn't get worse, they did. Or does that make any sense? If things couldn't get any worse, well, they did. I don't know what I'm saying, but he ends up scoring with Renato Sanchez right there. I thought I had him marked. I knew he was going to cut it back to Sanchez too. I tried getting him with company, and unfortunately it wasn't to be, and I went all out attack. Right before his third goal, actually, I went all out attack because it was like the 80th minute and I needed a goal. So he scores that third, and I kind of lost hope at that. But I went ahead over here down the wing, signed it to Gundogan, and Gundogan, who I've been bad-mouthing all episode, actually ends up getting us a goal right there. And I said, you know what? City won the title in 2012 in the 95th minute. Maybe we can do this. But no, right from kickoff, the ref blows to the whistle, and we get our second loss in Division 1, which is fair because that was a really fun game, believe it or not. I feel like I could have done more, but it was a really good game. It was really contested, and the funny thing about that was that he ended up sending me a message saying GG, the same exact moment that I sent him a message saying GG, and we actually had a friendly conversation after, because turns out he's a City fan, right? Who would have guessed? The guy with the team name Road to KDB and a City badge is a City fan. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is Pippy Deed, and I'm out.